I'll write down a little tree which explains what media is all about. Media. Broadly speaking, we have the print, television, radio. Print in India is divided into three. It is the English press, it is the Hindi press, and it is the regional press. Television is all regional. There is a little bit of English television in India. It is small, but it is very influential. In terms of radio, radio is all local because radio waves, FM, cannot go beyond 25 to 50 kilometers of the setup of a certain radio station. So radio, you will see, will change every 100 kilometers or so. So radio is all local. Then you have the other media. The other media is all English, meaning thereby Facebook, Twitter, large parts of YouTube, and all the other social media engines are primarily English. The English press is small. In fact, in India, it should be classified as the smallest, but it's the most influential. It will remain the most influential because of the colonial period that India went through. You have to get into the English press. Whether you like it or you don't like it, you have to get into the English press. You have to get printed there. You have to be visible there. Your heart can be in the Hindi heartland or in the other heartland, but you have to make a dent in the English press. You should write letters to the editor. You should write small snippets. You don't have to be an essay writer, to get into the English press. Write something. There are so many magazines and newspapers. Send everybody a letter to the editor. It's the easiest way to do. And I can assure you, if you send out 50 letters to the editor, you will at least get printed 2 or 3 of them because they don't get material to print. They don't have people who write back in a critical way saying that your article was good and the news presented was bad, or the facts were right, the facts were wrong. So they need that criticism. So please start writing letters to the editor, to whatever English journals and English newspapers that you can get your hand to. Hindi press is the second largest press in India. Is the second largest press. And the regional press is the largest. Nobody talks about this. Nobody, even the people who own it, don't talk about the regional press. They are always influenced by the English press. My sincere advice to you is, stop doing this. Look at the regional press. If you're in China, what language will you speak? There's no Chinese language, Cantonese or Mandarin, right? They don't speak English. If you're in Spain, what do you speak? If you're in Brazil, Spanish. So if you're in India, speak an Indian language, master it, right? All good writers in the world have been bilingual. All good writers in the world have been bilingual. All good television anchors are bilingual. All good media people, intelligent people, people who have read a lot are all bilingual. All the people that you will meet who are on the top end of a media company in terms of resources will be bilingual. They will speak in Hindi and English, Tamil and English, Tamil, English, Hindi. A writer at that level sometimes thinks in Hindi, writes in English. So the process of writing starts from your thinking. In which language are you thinking? If you're thinking in English, you're writing in English, and you can also write in Hindi. But if you are a prolific writer, you may end up thinking in your mother tongue and then writing in English or in whichever tongue you are. If you can understand this little matrix now, you will never be devoid of a job, an opportunity, information, or what to tackle. Colonel Gupta after me will tell you how big this entire area is. So, you will know what it's all about. In terms of television, most television, I would say 95% of all television is regional. If you look at in the north, all television is mostly Hindi. The English television is either, let's say, a person promoted, or it is financial TV, where you get information about the stock market and other niche areas, but usually it is all English. Radio again is all local. All the FM and everything that you hear is all Hindi. If you go to Tamil Nadu, it will be all Tamil. If you go to other places, it will be one of the 4 or 5 languages that they speak in the south. This is an area which you need to be very careful about. All of the other media, the social media that you use, primarily this, Google, Napster, Instagram, this is all English. Besides being English, it is not Indian. Google is not in India. Facebook is American. So this is all controlled by the West. And they manage it in such a way that you would not know that you're being managed by the West. That is a different game altogether. But this is something that you need to understand, because all of media starts from print. It does not start from television, doesn't start from radio, doesn't start from the other media. The real media still remains is the print. And the language is the key to the media. So you've got to look at the regional press. You have to look at a newspaper that is happening in your area, in Hindi or in whichever language that you're coming from, because a Hindi newspaper gives you 5 times more news than an English newspaper. English newspapers are funded by the government. That is why it is 2 rupees or 3 rupees, because most of the ads that you see in an English newspaper are going to be DAVP ads. The ads and ads and ads of notices, of government tenders, political bickering and all that stuff. So they occupy most of the English press. So look at the Hindi press alongside with the English press and then make a calculated judgment when you want to, do that. Thank you.